Hello children, I am Bindu. Today, I am going to teach you the chapter Heat. This is the first part of the chapter. Learning objectives. After completing this lesson, students will be able to understand the effects of heat. Expansion. Explain the transfer of heat. Transfer of heat. Conduction in daily life. Radiation in daily life. Keywords to remember: expansion, conduction, convection, radiation, vaporization, freezing, deposition, condensation. This is the concept map of heat. In our surroundings, you can see many things. One thing is common in all. All are made up of molecules. These molecules are generally in motion and possesses kinetic energy. At the same time, each molecule exerts a force of attraction on other molecules, and so they possesses potential energy. The sum of the kinetic and potential energy is called the internal energy of the molecules. This internal energy, when flows out, is called heat energy. This energy is more in hot substances and less in cold substances, and flows from hot substances to cold substances. Efforts of heat. If any substance is heated, you can notice some changes in it. Three major changes you can watch as the effect of heat in your regular life, which are expansion, rise in temperature, change in state. Expansion. When heat is added to a substance, the molecules gain energy and vibrate and force other molecules apart. As a result, expansion takes place. You would have seen some space being left in railway tracks. It is because during summertime, more heat causes expansion in tracks. Expansion is greater for liquids than solids, and it is maximum in gases. Rise in temperature. When the water is heated, water molecules receive heat energy. This heat energy increases the kinetic energy of the molecules. When the molecules receive more energy, the temperature of the water increases. This shows that heat energy causes increase in temperature. Change in state. If heat energy is supplied to or taken out from a substance, it will undergo a change from one state of matter to another. One of the following transformations may take place due to heat energy. Solid converts to liquid is known as melting. Liquid changes to gas is called vaporization. Solid to gas is sublimation. Conversion of gas to liquid is called condensation. Liquid to solid is freezing. Conversion of gas to solid is called deposition. Transfer of heat. If heat energy is supplied to any substance, it will be transferred from one part of the substance to another part. It takes place in different ways depending on the state of the substance. Heat transfer takes place in three ways: conduction, convection, radiation. Conduction. In solid substances such as silver spoon, atoms are arranged very closely. Hot water molecules, which are vibrating, transfer the heat energy to the atoms in the spoon and make them vibrate. Those atoms make other atoms to vibrate, and thus heat is transferred to the other end of the spoon. In conduction, heat transfer takes place between two ends of the same solid or through two solid substances that are at different temperatures but in contact with one another. The process of transfer of heat in solids from a region of higher temperature to a region of lower temperature without the actual movement of molecules is called conduction. Conduction in daily life. Metals are good conductors of heat. So, aluminium is used for making utensils to cook food quickly. Mercury is used in thermometers because it is a good conductor of heat. We wear woolen clothes in winter to keep ourselves warm. Air, which is a bad conductor, does not allow our body heat to escape. Convection. When water in the vessel is heated, water molecules at the bottom receive heat energy and move upward. Then the molecules at the top comes down and get heated. This kind of heat transfer is known as convection. This is how air in the atmosphere is also heated. Thus, the form of heat transfer from places of high temperature to places of low temperature by the actual movement of molecules is called convection. Convection takes place in liquids and gases. Convection in daily life. Formation of land breeze and sea breeze is due to convection of air. Wind flows from one region to another region by convection. In hot air balloons, heat is transferred by convection and so the balloon rises. In refrigerators, cool air moves downward and replaces the hot air because of convection. Radiation. Radiation is a method of heat transfer that does not require particles to carry the heat energy. In this method, heat is transferred in the form of waves from hot objects in all directions. Radiation can occur even in vacuum, whereas conduction and convection need matter to be present. Radiation consists of electromagnetic waves, traveling at the speed of light. Thus, radiation is the flow of heat from one place to another by means of electromagnetic waves. Radiation in daily life. White or light colored clothes are good reflectors of heat. They keep us cool during summer. base of cooking utensils is blackened because black surface absorbs more heat from the surrounding. Surface of airplane is highly polished because it helps to reflect most of the heat radiation from the sun. Heat transfer by radiation is visible to our eyes. When a substance is heated to 500 degrees Celsius, the radiation begins to become visible to the eye as a dull red glow, and it is sensed as warmth by the skin. Further, heating rapidly increases the amount of radiation, and its perceived color becomes orange, yellow, and finally white. Summary of the lesson.